Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and the 99th coffee stream. Holy shit, guys. 100 is tomorrow. And I've actually got a really good group of people um, lined up for the stream. Um, I'm just gonna pause that. I'm waiting for a couple more confirmations before I release the list of people. But it looks like it's a good group. I'm going to be doing about 20 minutes a person. So, got quite a few people coming on. Um, so let's say hi to chat. Thank you to the 9 people who are waiting for me already. Holy moly. Hi, Gunfox. Hi, Chadwick. Hello, Richo. Hi, RVA. Hi, Skep. Um, hi, Rolling Bear. Um, hi, All You Need. Hello to. Oh no, Gunfox has to work tomorrow. How sad. And it's Blind Girl. Hi, Blind Girl. Hi, Golf City Ben. Lots of people coming in today saying hi. Hi, Seamus Darby. Um, Hello to Chadwick, if I didn't say hi to you already. So, we've got some. It was nice, Seamus. Thank you. We had a good time with our anniversary. We we were planning on going to Montana's Bar and Grill, but we decided it would be too loud and crowded because it was Super Bowl weekend. So we took our because Pink Hollow got a diners club gift card. So it just happened to cover Harvey's. So oh no, Gulf City band's got work tomorrow too. Boo, boo on work. Um, well, I suppose you need work to eat and pay for stuff, but boo work anyway. Um, so we just went to Harvey's, got a whole bunch of shit, took it home where we didn't have to deal with crowds. And we went and got a whole like a big thing of ice cream, and we watched a movie. We watched Shutter Island actually, and it was actually a movie that had Leonardo DiCaprio in it that I didn't hate. Hi, opinionated Scotsman. Um, but yeah, no one hires me, so I don't work. Yeah, same. Um, but yeah, so Shutter Island was actually not bad for a Leonardo DiCaprio movie because usually I don't like Leo. Leo really bothers me. But he did a really good job in this movie, and so did Mark Ruffalo. Um, yeah, if you guys haven't watched it, you should go check it out. It's called Shutter Island. It's a horror thriller type movie. I have a new job. My work schedule will allow me to be here regularly from now on. Awesome. Um, so yeah, that's what we did on our anniversary. And then I got to sleep in until 11 o'clock yesterday because the kids were not here. So that was awesome. The little things. It's 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 the little things where you get to sleep until or till 11 o'clock in the morning. Holy shit! Stop yawning. Okay, so I've got a whole bunch of stories for you. I'm gonna save the title article for a bit later on, but we got some news from the Discord from Gunfox, and I've also Pincalo sent me a whole bunch of stuff on Friday that I didn't get a chance to read. So between my 6 stories and the 5 or 6 that Pincalo sent me on Friday, we'll be good. Hi, Sora Luna. No one hires me. I'm too old. Nice one, Scout. All right, let's get into the Twitter DMs where I have my stories. While I'm doing that, please like and share the stream if you haven't already. And if you are willing or able or both, please consider donating to the Streamlabs link in the description, streamlabs.com/blindpress. Did Twitter lock me out? It did! Oh, goody. Thank you, Twitter. Thank you for logging me out of my account that I have told you not to log me out of. That was super helpful of you. I'll write people I can show. Oh, I'm working almost too much. Yeah. This week I'll work around 58 hours. Holy shit. Ocasio-Cortez conferring with Corbyn. That must have been spectacular. Wow. Ah, it's a Pincalo. Hi, Pincalo. Can you just imagine the lefty love? Oh, yes. Like and share since YouTube doesn't. Yeah. All right. Let's get into the messages. Messages. Stop yelling, blind press. Fuck. Drink more of your coffee, damn it. Okay. Let's take a looky here. Oh, here's a story that'll get the rage going for me. Nepali woman dies in hut after being banished during her menstruation cycle. Just shared it with my Twitter mob. Well, thank you, Scout. The long-held practice of isolating women during their period has been criminalized, but is still widespread in rural areas. Yes, let's keep bringing these people over here. That's perfectly fine. Not true. That's racist, Blind Press. Don't say that.
Link. Nepal. Image. The practice of banishing menstruating women is common in rural communities. The practice image. The practice end of image. Link. Share on Facebook.
Sorry, guys. I thought I got all through this crap. Okay, here we go.
A Nepali woman has died after suffocating in a hut where she was banished during menstruation. Parvati Bhagati, 21, was found dead in the smoke-filled hut in Nepal's remote western Dodi district last week. Sponsored link. Recommended. The young woman, Durga Bhagati, the chairman of the rural community, said she died of suffocation, the Kathmandu Post reported.
Oh, what a wonderful way to die. You're fucking bleeding because you're on your period, and then you gotta suffocate to death. Oh, well, just saying sometimes. I wish we could still do that. Just build a hut and send you guys out there when you get crazy. Yeah, you know what? I'll give you that. But hey, the left is not talking about women being shamed for menstruation. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that's my new nightmare.
The young woman, who was discovered by her mother-in-law, had been forced to stay in a menstruation hut during her period, an outlawed but common practice in rural parts of the Himalayan country. You are
Himalayan voiceover. Himalayan.
She was excited about the next day as her menstruation would end. Poor child closed her eyes forever, Laxmi Bhagati told the paper. You are.
That's okay. That's fucked up. She was so happy because she was going to be allowed to leave, and then she just closed her eyes forever. How fucked up is that? This is a woman that said this. She was so excited because the next day meant her period would be over and then she could come out of isolation. Then she just died. It's so sad. Hi, Sir Adamanton. Wait, the left talks about menstruation shame all the time. Yes, but not this kind. No hut, a cage in a soundproof room, says Rolling Bear. Skeptalk says that is seriously messed up. Yeah. That's her family on top of that. That's her husband's mom. It's like, oh, that's really sad. How the fuck is this a thing? I don't know. Super messed up, but we can't say that because of ethnocentrism. Yeah, I know, right?
We suspect she died due to smoke inhalation and suffocation because she closed the door of the windowless hut and lit a fire on the floor for warmth during the night. Police officer Lal Bahadur Dami said. You are correct.
Because it's fucking Nepal in January. Of course she closed the door and lit the... Oh my god. All cultures are equal, says Scotsman. Yeah.
Menstruating women are forced to stay in a menstruation hut because they are considered untouchable by Nepal's often deeply religious and conservative rural communities. Heading level 3. More from Nepal. You are correct. Link.
Is there any more here?
The practice has been criminalized by the Nepali government, but people are often reluctant to give up on the long-held tradition. You are currently on it.
Wait. It's been criminalized by the government, but people are loathed to give up that long-standing tradition. You would think that, after it was criminalized, the women who have to be subjected to this would be like, oh, good. I don't have to go sit in a one room when I'm bleeding and uncomfortable. But no, they'd rather be like, but I don't want to not have to be isolated. Like, seriously? Like, this is the biggest case of Stockholm Syndrome I've ever seen in my life.
They fear it will anger the gods if a menstruating woman touches a man or visits a kitchen or temple. You are currently on it.
Yep. Definitely 21st century religious beliefs. Yep. It is illegal, but yeah. Menstruation hut. Wow. Yeah.
Parvati was staying at a nearby abandoned house because the village's regular hut was crowded as 3 other women were already staying there.
Wow. So they've crammed 3 women into one hut, and now she's staying in an abandoned hut near the village because, this is fucking, this right here is still happening in 2019. And we have governments like mine in Canada going, yes, let's bring this culture over, and it's okay if they don't assimilate. And like,
3 weeks ago, a mother and her 2 sons died. Link. In similar circumstances. In Bhaghinanda, another remote area in northern Nepal. Laxmi Bhagati wants the practice banned. No matter what, our society does not allow women to sleep inside home during menstruation, she said. You are currently up.
So they can't even sleep in their homes. They're not even allowed to sleep in their own home. The story gets worse. Yeah. Lack of education doesn't help. It's their culture, though. If they came over here screaming about something that we did, we would be fucking outraged. But they do come over here screaming about stuff that we do. That's the thing. Where are the feminists? Yeah, I know, right? Trudeau needs to spend some time in a menstruation hut.
Sponsored links. Link.
Sorry, guys.
Link. More for link. Sponsored. Link. Teenage link.
Come on.
More from link. Spot link. More for link. Spot link.
Are you gonna bury the
gig selling custom Manchester mansion global?
Are you going
You are
to
currently on a link.
hide the story under things? No, I think that's the end of the. Yeah, it's the end of the story. Let's see. And we fold. Let's see. All right. What's the next one here? Visa US sets limits in Ghana deportee department. So there's a bunch of people from Ghana, looks like. That's true, Chadwick. I'll give you that one. You can't loosen everyone. You can't jumble up everyone into one group. You know what? I will give you that one, Chadwick. And people whine about oppression here. Yeah, see, this is what gets me about women here. There was a commercial on cable television a few years back, probably in 2014, 2015, that said, nobody can understand the plight of a woman in the third world better than a woman anywhere in the world. And that made me so angry because women who live in countries like Canada, in European, like Western European countries, or the States, we have no idea what it's like to be a woman in the third world. We have no clue. We don't have to go to menstruation huts. We don't have to have the when was the last time you ever heard about anyone from Nepal, period? Oh, Addie. Oof. Locking their women up in a suffocating hut for their period has no equivalent in the West. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. We don't, like, when we get raped in the West, we don't have to go before, you know, a jury or a panel of guys on which your rapist sits, and we don't get freaking stoned because we were raped. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is, women in the West have no idea. Blind girl, I just started a fresh pot. Help yourself. First world women are the most pampered and privileged people on the planet. I would agree. Was that alliteration intentional, opinionated Scotsman? Or was it just women who are raped in the West don't get stoned to death? No, they don't. All right. Let's find the story here. So U.S. imposes visa restrictions on Ghana over deportee row. So there's apparently a deportation row This is from the 1st of February. Okay, so here we go. Story time.
The U.S. has imposed visa restrictions on Ghana for refusing to accept the return of 7,000 Ghanaian nationals that it wants to deport.
Okay, but why would you not take your countrymen back? If they're there, if they're in a different country illegally and that country is like, here, take your people back, why would you refuse that?
The U.S. Embassy in Accra will limit the awarding of visas to certain applicants, such as the domestic staff of diplomats posted to America. The sanctions could be expanded to include other categories if the issue was not resolved. U.S. official the sanctions could be expanded to include other categories if the issue was not resolved. U.S. officials warned.
So they're trying to this is politics. Ghana's not taking their people back. The U.S. is like, okay, fine, we're gonna limit your visas. We're gonna limit your visas until you take them back. If I was the U.S., I would say, well, you're getting them back whether you like it or not. Yep. Canadian equivalent to Period Hut would be sending them off on ice floes. It's just, you must go with the seals now. You are bleeding. Go with the seals and the polar bears. If you come back, then you are rewarded a hero.
Last year, Ghana had questioned the deportees' nationality and treatment.
Wait, so did they just pull a Maury Povich on the U.S.? That ain't my baby. Those ain't my citizens. Like, seriously? They questioned the nationality of the deportees? That was euthanizing Granny with the icebergs. The bears will get them.
But last September, the country's ambassador to the U.S., Bafara Jadivawa, was quoted by local media as saying that an agreement had been reached to return the deportees.
Okay. If agreement had been reached, why have you not taken them back?
Period. The U.S. accuses the 7,000 deportees of being guilty of immigration offenses, including abusing the terms of their visas. List 3 items. Black square, bullet 1 of 3, link. Africa Lib, black link. And Ghana has failed to live up to its obligations under international law to accept the return of its nationals ordered removed from the United States, U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security Kirstjen Nielsen said on a statement on Thursday. Last year, the Ghanaian authorities said they had delayed the process so they could vet the deportees and confirm their nationalities.
How could you... Okay. This should tell you right now that some of these people are here illegally. If you need to vet their freaking nationality, if they were here legally and on visas and appropriately following their visas, there would be a fucking paper trail. So, yeah. Blind Girl and Blind Press, send them to Churchill. They'll scare the polar bears out of town. Yeah. Very true.
They had also raised concerns about their inhumane treatment by U.S. officials.
What inhumane treatment?
There were reports that some deportees were handcuffed and forced aboard a plane to Ghana, but the U.S. denied the reports. Ghana City Newsroom reports. From Monday, 4 February, no visas would be issued to domestic employees of Ghanaian diplomats in the U.S., the statement from the U.S. Embassy in Ghana said.
Okay, take your shit, take your people back, and then you'll get, the visas will start getting processed again. Why is this so fucking hard? Oh, look, the blind girl sees the problem. Why can't these people? I'm serious. If you need to vet the nationality of people, they obviously don't have paperwork with them. So they're obviously here illegally. So they obviously need to be sent back. Like, serious. This is not hard. at all.
Link. With restrictions such as limiting the number and length of visas. Link. Government and parliamentary employees and their families were also to be targeted, with restrictions such as limiting the number and length of visas granted.
Okay.
But a lack of adjudication of a visa application did not mean a visa denial. It just meant it would remain pending until the restrictions were lifted, the embassy said.
And that's perfectly reasonable.
Heading level 2. Related topic.
Oh, and that's the end of that article. But seriously, that's like, oh, borders. Pincolo, you will need a new roof after today due to Blind Press's skull making a hole in it. So-called ghost guns falling into the hands of criminal gangs. These are homemade ghost guns. Whatever a ghost gun is. It sounds like something the Ghostbusters would use. Quick, get the ghost guns! And the EM meter. Authorities say that people banned from owning guns in the U.S. are getting hold of homemade weapons which are untraceable. So this is by Greg Millam. Let's see. So they're talking about gun kits in the U.S. allow buyers to build their own guns without any of the regulations. I wouldn't say without any of the regulations. I'm pretty sure that you can build your own gun, but you still have to, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you still have to like register your built gun? Like if you buy a kit to build, what was it, that gun that Pincala was always talking about? It was a 50 caliber gun. I want to say the Desert Eagle, but I could be wrong. A gun that makes ghosts, a gun used by ghosts, a gun that works on ghosts. Yes, I know that the possibilities are endless. It's a gun used to kill ghosts. Obviously, says Zach Longby. Great, they can add it to the price of the water heater. Yeah. Screwdriver, pipe, and a hammer. Homemade gun. You have to register all firearms. That's what I thought. It's made up term to scare the uneducated dipshits. Yep. So yeah, that's what I thought. I figured even if you have a gun kit, you still have to register the built gun. Like you don't have people going and buying gun kits, building guns, and going, ha 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 ha! Now I have an illegal gun. I'm sure that happens, but like that's not a 50. Okay, then what? Pincolo, remind me of the 50 cal gun that you were talking about that had a gun kit that you could. It wasn't that you could. What gun am I remembering that you had that you could add a part to it or something? There was a gun kit that was being talked about between a group of friends that we knew that it wasn't I can't remember exactly what it is, but it was a gun. It was a gun that you could add things to with a kit, I believe, to make into something else. I know nothing about guns. I suck about guns and my gun knowledge, so Please forgive me. All right, let's read this story.
Top law enforcement officials in the US say they are concerned at the increase of so-called ghost guns falling into the hands of criminal gangs.
So, people are buying gun kits, making guns, not registering them, and then gangs are coming and stealing them? That's an interesting question. When does a bunch of parts become a gun? Yeah. Well, there are gun kits for any type of gun. Yeah. Let's see here. What does it say?
Top law enforcement officials in the US say they are concerned at the increase of so-called ghost guns falling into the hands of criminal gangs. The weapons, also known as 80%ers, are created from kits designed to be built at home which are perfectly legally for personal use, but they have no serial number and are untraceable.
Perfectly legally for personal use? Who fucking edited this? Yes, guys, the guns are perfectly legally for personal use. When does a puddle become a pond? Why is a raven like a writing desk? I was wrong. Blind Eagle is a 50. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure that the gun kit that I'm talking about was a Desert Eagle. I can't remember what the kit that was mentioned in my presence was, what modification it put on the rifle, or was it to make it into a rifle? I can't remember. I'm going to stop trying to remember now because it's making me sound like an idiot. I'm just going to keep reading the story and stop trying to remember things about guns because I fucking suck at guns. So here we go.
Sponsored link. Federal investigators say they are seeing people prohibited from legally possessing a firearm, including those with serious criminal convictions or addicted to controlled substances, getting their hands on the weapons.
Okay, so I guess why are the gun kits not under the same background checks as... Hello, new person. English, it's a thing. Yeah. So why are they not making the gun kits subject to the same background checks as buying a fully built prefab gun? Why are we not doing that? Oh, wait, because that would make sense. That's why. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Link. Skip.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Homemade ghost gun.
My computer just froze up on me, and I thought my computer died in the middle of my stream. Oh, bye, Sora. There was a pen used by the mob back in the 20s and 30s that fired a single shot. A 22. Oh! Interesting. No, because the kits are essentially parts. And you don't need to have a background check when you've got to buy parts, just like you don't have a background check when you go to buy ammo. Okay. Gotcha.
Heading level 2. Authorities heading level 2.
Where? Oh, I lost my fucking place. God damn it.
Link. Recommend federal investigate in July. Agents from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms, ATF, raided a property in Hollywood and seized dozens of homemade weapons being sold on the streets by suspected gang members.
Okay. You don't think they're also selling prefab guns too?
Image. So-called ghost guns falling into the image. U.S. of end of image. The head of the ATF's Los Angeles Field Division says approximately a third of all weapons they are routinely recover are self-made. You are current. Special Agent in Charge Phil McMillan told Sky News, "We have individuals that are involved in making several firearms and engaged in the business of selling those firearms to individuals who shouldn't have them." You are
okay. And how are you going to stop that without curtailing the rights of all of the law-abiding gun owners in the country? How do you plan on doing that?
Those are individuals who are violent gang members, criminal organizations in some of the most violent cities in the country. Heading level 3. More from U.S. Link. Image. ATF and number 39. S. Bill McMillan. Image. ATF's Bill McMillan said self-made guns were being sold to criminals. You are correct.
Okay. I'm sure they are, but so are pre-built guns. Like what? Like how can you? This is a hard one. How can you keep? Well, I don't think you can keep criminals from obtaining gun kits without keeping law-abiding citizens from obtaining gun kits. I don't know what you expect to do. Oh, hello, Hawk Silk. The pen gun is mightier than the sword gun. Because they can't, and it's a power grab by the federal government. I'd agree with that. Oh, come on, website. Why you gotta do this? It froze again. What a useless website. Yeah, it literally, like this particular news site keeps freezing on me, so I cannot finish that story. Sorry, guys. Oh, it's a data wasteland. Hello. They will abide by that, curtailing the rights of all law-abiding gun owners. Yep. They sure will. It is an attempt to keep anyone from having firearms. Yep. News Voice app. Does it work on computers or does it just work on phones? All right. Now we got a story about a soccer player, or as they call them, footballer. A Bahrain footballer. Don't send me to Bahrain, he pleads. This is from today. Let's get through the images and links here. All right, here we go.
Hakeem Al-Arabi, a refugee footballer fighting extradition to Bahrain, will spend at least 2 more months in jail following a hearing at court in Thailand. Don't send me to Bahrain, the 25-year-old pleaded as he appeared barefoot and shackled at the hearing in Bangkok on Monday.
What'd he do?
Sponsored link. Despite he now faces a further 60 days in jail after a judge refused his request for bail while his legal team prepare a defense. Despite being granted asylum by Australia, Al-Arabi was arrested on his honeymoon by Thai authorities in November following an Interpol red notice which was later revoked. You are correct.
An Interpol red notice which was later revoked. I don't know if he got a chance to hear the air traffic controller recording. Somebody isn't getting enough sleep. Pink Hollow says, I hope everyone enjoyed the show last night. I have no voice. No, he really doesn't. I only use it on my phone. Okay. Soccer is not a real sport, says Rolling Bear. Only hockey is a real sport.
He now faces a further 60 days in jail after a judge refused his request for bail while his legal team prepare a defense. Despite being granted asylum by Australia, Al Arabi was arrested on his honeymoon by Thai authorities in November following an Interpol red notice which was later revoked. Link. Sky Views. Fifth image. Hakeem Al Arabi enters the courtroom for his hearing. Image. Ahead of today's hearing, Sky News spoke to Al Arabi at Bangkok's remand prison where he is currently sharing a cell with 48 other inmates.
Good Lord.
During the strictly controlled 15-minute time slot, he repeated his growing fears that he will never see his wife again if he is extradited to Bahrain. You are currently on the text
But
element.
what did he do? Like, why did Interpol have a notice on him?
Maybe they will kill me, but 100% I know they will beat me because they beat me when I was 17, he said. Heading level 3. More from Australia.
Is that all? Is that... I'm going to plug my headphones back in, get through these links, and see if there's more to the story. Yes. Okay, here we go.
When they arrested me before, they tortured me. They beat me for nothing and said you will never play football again. A player at Melbourne's Pascoe Vale Football Club before his arrest. He now tries to train in his overcrowded cell but admits, if I stay here a long time I will never play football again. My body is weak. A critic of the government and royal family, authorities in Bahrain say he committed an act of vandalism on a police station in 2014. Claims he rejects, saying he was playing in a televised football match at the time of the alleged crime. You are correct.
So they're saying that he vandalized a police station. So they notified Interpol about that. Then the thing was revoked, and now he's stuck in Thailand. This just sounds fishy. Oh, come on. You
Currently on the text
stupid app.
A player at Melbourne's Pascoe, a critic of the government, reporters, campaigners and diplomats from 14 countries, including the UK, lined up to greet the footballer at Bangkok's Ratchadapha Dafasek Criminal Court on Monday morning. The case has drawn appeals from Australia's Prime Minister and soccer's world governing body, FIFA, for Thailand to release Al Arabi and send him back to Australia, on the grounds that he could face torture in Bahrain, which sought the extradition. Image. Protesters calling for his release at a rally in Melbourne on Saturday. Image. Protesters and the vice president of FIFA Pro, a union of the FIFA footballers, said outside the court that if Hakeem Al Arabi is not released, his organization will be pressing for sanctions against the Football Association of Thailand and the Bahraini Football Association.
Oh,
you are currently
dear.
Thailand's deputy foreign minister had said the matter is for the judiciary to decide. But Evan Jones, spokesman for the Asia Pacific Refugee Rights Network, told Sky News, Prime Minister Chan O-cha has the authority to intervene in Hakeem's case at any point. Link. Ex-Crystal Palace star, as a refugee, and as someone that has fled Bahrain in fear of his life, it is imperative that he intervenes immediately. At night he says he is kept awake by thoughts of his wife, petrified that he will never get to see her face again. Tell my wife I love her, I am trying to be strong, he told supporters as he left court today. Image. Australia.
So, but what is this over, like, why? This just strikes me as, like, the controlling freaking... Like, this is the controlling person just like, no, you can't leave. We're gonna say you vandalized a fucking police station. Like, just leave, let the guy go to Australia, dude. Wait, didn't the story say he was playing a televised game at the time of the crime? Yes, they did. They sure did. So basically, there should be video proof that he wasn't vandalizing the... Like, if he was playing a televised game, there should be video proof. So what the fuck is going on here? Something does not add up here. At all. Yeah, this just doesn't add up to me. Oh, here's the best part. I missed a part here.
Authorities in Bahrain deny allegations of torture and say Al Arabi could challenge his conviction if he returns home.
I'm sure he can.
Defense lawyers have until April 5th to submit a written appeal before the next scheduled hearing on April 22nd. Sponsored links.
So they're saying, oh, he can come home and appeal his conviction. Yeah, I'm sure the appeal process is so very unbiased. He's not really Australia's problem, though. Bahrain's judicial system should handle this. This story is confusing unless this is just an example of a corrupt government trying to silence someone. That makes sense. That's what I think this is, because let's see. It's simple. He's a high-profile person who has been stated in the article he's an activist against the government. Bahrain doesn't like the people speaking out against the government. That's true. But if he's asked for asylum, because that's the thing, he got asylum in Australia. He was granted the asylum. And then he and his wife went to Thailand on honeymoon, and they got him there because they put an Interpol request out. My guess is he said something against the Crown back then, and they're using the police station incident to get him brought back so they can silence him on something else. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it seems like. I wouldn't want a Mexican criminal hiding in the US to escape Mexican justice. No, I wouldn't either, but if he was, because they said they arrested him once before, but they didn't really have, like, they arrested him and tortured him, but how do we know? Like, we don't know if he was arrested for something he actually did, or if he was arrested because he spoke out. You can't criticize the ruling class. If you don't have asylum in Thailand, probably shouldn't go to Thailand. No, I wouldn't have gone out of Australia for my honeymoon. Australia's plenty big. I would have probably gone, like, to some other part of Australia for my honeymoon, just saying. Okay. Let us find the next story. A rule system to be overhauled. Let's see. The titles are only half shown in my Twitter DMs, so let's see here. There's the heading. What? Okay, let's read the title of this here.
Heading Level 1. John Worboyd's case. Parole system to be overhauled in bid to prevent repeat of Black Cab rapist crisis.
Black Cab rapist crisis? What is a Black Cab rapist crisis?
Heading Level 2. Victims could challenge release of serious criminals without resorting to costly court battles. Link. Hayden's button. 90% low. Click to follow. Justice link. Justice Secretary. Link. David Gott has unveiled a sweeping overhaul of the link parole system designed to prevent a repeat of the link John Worboys, not crisis link John Worboys crisis. For the first time, victims will be link John Kreitzer. For the first time, victims will be able to challenge decisions to release the most serious criminals without having to resort to costly and complex court battles.
Okay.
Ministers announced details of the shakeup just over a year after the parole board sparked a backlash by ruling that Wervois, one of the country's most notorious sex offenders, was safe to be freed after about a decade behind bars. You are currently on
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Gott said, taken together, these reforms will help ensure that the mistakes made in the John Wervois parole case would not happen again.
So they want to make it so that victims don't have to go to take their sounds like a bad serial killer name from the 60s. Yeah, it does, right? Yeah, asylum only works in the nation that you're in the asylum for. If you go on vacation, that nation can't protect you. That's true.
We owe that to victims, and I am determined to rebuild society's trust in this system. You are currently link 452 JPG top articles 1/6 heading
Come
level
on.
2 items. You can show all fifth button 3/2 February 1/31 under the new 31 January under the new reconsideration mechanism. Victims who believe a decision to be fundamentally flawed will submit their concerns via the Justice Secretary. Complimentary. Promoted stories. Link. Me and link. And these applications will be assessed by a dedicated team within the Prisons and Probation Service. If officials conclude there may have been a legal flaw or significant mistake in the process used to reach a decision, they will then be passed to a senior judicial member of the parole board, who will decide whether the case should be looked at again.
So, if the person's up for parole and there's a big, and this seems like a lot of bureaucracy. This seems like a lot of bureaucracy.
The government emphasized that the measure is not aimed at decisions which are challenging and unpopular, but which comply with legal requirements and standards of practice. Victims will not be entitled to legal aid to help them prepare their application, which must be lodged within 21 days of notification of a decision. You are currently...
Wait, so if a victim of, say, a rape finds out that her rapist is on parole, okay, and she is a single mom, but her rapist is like a serial rapist or something, and she wants to come forward and say, hey, this is what happened to me. Don't let this fucker out. She's not entitled to legal aid to prepare her statement.
There will be 19 times a shade of there will be no fee for seeking to have a decision reconsidered. The government had considered opening up the scheme to the wider public, but following a consultation concluded it should be restricted to the parties in the case. The link. Ministry of Justice. Black on white. March noted its decision to limit the process to release decisions relating to prisoners serving indeterminate or extended determinate sentences may not go as far as some may have wished. You are
what?
March noted its decision to limit the process to release decisions relating to prisoners serving indeterminate or extended determinate sentences may not go as far as some may have wished.
Could you be any more fucking word salad news article?
Complimentary. Heading level 2. Read more. The department, but it said broader criteria would not be workable. The department also concluded public hearings for parole processes were not currently viable. The new mechanism, earmarked to be in place by the summer, is expected to cost £1.3 meters in the first year and £1.2 meters annually going forward.
So 1.3 million to start, 1.2 million per year. So this is a British thing. Okay. This is why it makes no sense.
Officials estimate that in 2019 to 2020, approximately 3,400 parole decisions will be eligible for reconsideration. You are currently on the text.
How are you supposed to do 3,400 fucking reconsideration decisions? Couple finds $1.8 million lottery ticket while cleaning before Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. That's what I have to say to that. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, guys, are you ready for the titular article? You ready for the titular article? Man wants to sue parents for giving birth to him without his consent. You heard that right, by the way. Ah, yes, the news gem of the day, says Gunfox. Some people's luck. All I find is broken toys when I clean my house. Yeah, I know, right? LOL titular. Say that again. So, all right. Man wants to sue his parents for giving birth to him without his consent. You ready for this ridiculous bullshit? If the stupid thing will ever load? His name is Raphael Samuel. Okay, are you ready for this ridiculousness?
List 3 bullet. Raphael Samuel, 27, has compared having children to kidnapping and slavery. 1 of 3. Bullet. On his Facebook page, he sent antinatalist posts to hundreds of followers. 2 of 3. Bullet. He intends to sue his parents despite having a great relationship with them. 3 of 3.
Antinatalist?
Loading app.
Oh, antinatalist. What is an antinatalist?
End of list. Bye. Link. Tim Stickings for mailing line.
So this is for the Daily Mail
Published.
Online.
04 link. Email. Link. The 20. A man is planning to sue his parents in India for giving birth to him without his consent. Raphael Samuel said he had a great relationship with his parents but has compared having children to kidnapping and slavery.
What? Okay, so you have a great relationship with your parents, yet you think that having children is the same as kidnapping and slavery. Ah, the Daily Mail, that explains it. It gets better, says Gunfox. He compared having children to kidnapping and slavery. Yes, he did. I have no words. Yeah, I know, right? But seriously, either you don't know what having a great relationship with your parents means, or you have been fucking brainwashed.
The 27-year-old from Mumbai is an antinatalist who believes it is wrong to put an unwilling child through the rigmarole of life for the pleasure of its parents. You are...
Okay. Little boy who is 27 with the mind of a teenager at the very best.
Loading ad.
Shut up. You know nothing. Okay? The way that a species propagates itself is via procreation. Okay? Now, procreation is not the same thing as going and taking somebody else's kid from their home and then making them work for you. You psycho. How was the anniversary? It was great, Duck Dog. One of the first hurdles to taking someone to court is having damages. Yeah. I have broken BP in over half the chat with this one. Yeah. Well, he did not ask to be born. No, he didn't. But because of the fact that you literally cannot ask to be born because you're in the womb And before you're in the womb, you aren't a thing at all. You are an egg in one person and a sperm in the other person. How are you supposed to ask to be born? Pincalo says, it's only kidnapping and slavery for us, or to the parents. This dude is an idiot. We are the ones that are without. Children aren't people, they're little demons. I would have loved to see your face when you saw this.
Loading that.
Details. My head hurts for that one. Thanks, Gunfox, says Chatter.
The anti-natalist movement is gaining traction in India as younger people resist social pressure to have children. You are currently Raphael Samuel in one of the posts on his Facebook page, Nihilanand, where he posts anti-natalist material suggesting that parents are hypocrites. Image. +2.
I want to see the picture.
Link.
I want the text in the picture.
+2. Raphael Samuel in one of the posts on his Facebook speaking to. Link. The print. Samuel said, I love my parents, and we have a great relationship, but they had me for their joy and their pleasure.
They had you for their joy and their pleasure. Listen, you fucking piece of shit. Do you know that there are parents that will have their children for the money that they get from the government and that they don't actually love their children? But you were born into a family that fucking loves you and wanted to have you, and this is a problem for you?
Loading ad.
This is a fucking problem for you. That your parents had you because they loved you and they loved each other and they wanted to have you because they wanted to have a child and raise it in a loving home. Are you serious? Would you rather they had you so that they could sell you into actual child slavery? Shit that goes on in India? Would you have rather that they had you so they could sell you to a sweatshop and make a bit of money off of you? This is dumb, and yet I bet Snowflakes will adopt this. Yep. He loves his kidnappers and slavers? Apparently. Stockholm Syndrome, says Chadwick. Yep. Pincalo, R.I.P. your roof. Sorry, your house just got blown up. But show snowflakes are not just a West problem. No, they're not.
Loading ad.
Rage meter has been shattered. My job for the day is done. This was in India, so that could be a possibility. Exactly. He very well could have been born to parents who, were like, fuck, we don't want this kid. Fucking sell him into a sweatshop, sell him into slavery, dump him on the fucking street. But no, he had parents that wanted him and loved him, and fuck you.
Loading ad.
You insane person. Shoot this guy and be done with him. Yeah, no shit, right?
My life has been amazing, but I don't see why I should put another life through the rigmarole of school and finding a career, especially when they didn't ask to exist.
Then don't have kids yourself, but don't you dare bitch that your parents had you for their joy and their pleasure when you were raised in a loving home and cared for and educated. It is fine if you don't want to have children, but don't shit on your parents. You fucking ungrateful piece of shit.
Samuel runs a Facebook page called Nihilanand, which has hundreds of followers, on which he regularly posts anti-natalist material. One image is captioned "Parents are hypocrites," with the text saying, "A good parent puts the child above his wants and needs, but the child itself is a want of the parent."
Okay, so a good parent puts the child above his or her wants or needs, but the child is a want or a need of the parent? So?
Loading ad.
They do public beatings in India, right? I don't know about educated. This is India. Blind press hashtag triggered. Yep. What? Yeah. Don't hold back, Blind. Tell us what you think. Oh, this is just sickening to me. Like,
Heading level 2. Related article.
oh, it's over. It's over. Oh, but seriously, guys, like, what the fuck is up with, like, this guy is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. My parents loved me. I have a great relationship with them. I had a great life, but I'm suing my parents for having me. Like, seriously. Just freaking don't have kids. Just don't have kids. But don't shit on your parents for having you and loving you and raising you with all of the best intentions in their heart. Every species, every animal has children because it's the way to propagate their species. It is an instinct. It is not a, here's what I want. Do you think parents, like, it's a fucking instinct. It's an instinct that happens. It's not a, you know what I really want to do? I really want to spend my life cleaning up piss and vomit and shit and feeding children and getting screamed at because I fed them macaroni or not macaroni and cheese, or, but we do it because we have the need to propagate our species, and most of us love our children. This is absolutely fucked. I don't understand. I don't understand at all. He's a victim of birth, yo. Yeah, I know, right? What a hard life. What a hard fucking life he has. Guys, I hate to do this to you, but I have to mute for 30 seconds. I will be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Um, I hope everyone is enjoying the show so far. I've got a few more articles to do. I'm not sure if I'll make it all the way till noon because I'm having some back issues. But I will plug on as much as I can. I actually haven't eaten yet. So I'm pretty fucking hungry. Damn, I really broke BP. Let's see. All right. Now, let's it's 11:10. And I want to go for 2 hours, but I am feeling hungry and I'm fucking sore. Let me do a couple more articles and then we'll do chat and we'll maybe do an hour and a half today, guys. I'm super sorry, but I'm not I'm hurting. Sue my back for causing you pain. Sue your back for causing you pain. I should. Let's see what let's see a couple of the stories Pincalo sent me. Holy shit, stop it. Don't be sorry, these things happen from time to time. You didn't consent to that pain after all. No, I surely did not. I did not indeed. Very much non-consensual back pain. Okay, let's see. There's my saved messages with Pincalo. Oh my god, blind press. Stop it. Okay. I need to make more coffee, apparently. Oh, here's one. I think it's an opinion piece. Yes, more coffee is needed. Definitely. Holy fuck, dude. If you yawn anymore, your jaw is gonna fucking fall off. Stop it. Okay. System warning. Go away. Pincalo, the article you sent me made my computer do a system thingy. I don't like that. Okay, it's for the Toronto Sun. Load all the way, please. I don't want you to be stuck at 90%. Have you missed much? Oh, yeah. You missed a whole bunch. Sounds like you slept on your back wrong. Or Pincalo was having too much fun. No, it's... I have my stupid... I have a really bad back. Okay, apparently I'm not going to be able to read this particular story because all it's doing is 90% loaded, 90% loaded, 90% loaded. Yawning is contagious. I know, right? It's a scam. Yeah. But yeah, I've always got some bad back issues. And we had to buy a really shitty bed, when we moved in here. So right now we are trying to buy a new bed. um, so yeah, and beds are not cheap. So if you feel like donating to help me get a new bed, no. Anyway, let's find a different article that will load. Man bashed by nurse in a bar claims double standards over her penalty. Memory foam, yep. Memory foam is the shit. Hey, it loaded. It loaded all the way. Yay. All right. Come along, story. All right. Here we go. It's got some bullet points before the story, like the one about the Indian idiot that was suing his parents. So let's read these bullet points and then we'll read the story. If I can unplug my headphones. There we go.
Bullet. Drunk student nurse admitted to assaulting a stranger in an unprovoked attack. Bullet. Madeleine Shea Ryan, 24, faced Caloundra Magistrates Court and pleaded guilty. Bullet. She repeatedly bashed the man in the face after allegedly asking him a question. Bullet. Ryan was ordered to pay $500 compensation immediately or face time in jail. You are currently a man subjected to a one-punch attack that left him in hospital has slammed the double standards of the court after she was fined just $800 for the assault. You are currently Madeleine Shea Ryan, 24, pleaded guilty to the unprovoked attack on Jake Gould, 23, inside a bar at Caloundra, in southeast Queensland, on October 6 last year. Advertisement. Mr. Gould was taken to hospital with a severely bloodied and bruised face, but in court on Thursday, a judge decided not to convict Ryan, a student nurse. You are
Why?
That decision has outraged Mr. Gould, who told Daily Mail Australia he believes that if he had hit a woman he would have been sent to jail.
You believe? How about you know? You know if you had hit a woman, he would have been sent to jail, and she should be sent to jail for beating you up. I had to buy a bed that cost me $2,500. Holy fuck. Yeah, we only plan on spending like $500, maybe $600 on a bed. Oh, yes. However, good news. I found a mic. Just got to order it. It's got all the stand and the fun stuff, says Pincalo. Women shouldn't be a protected class. Oh, one of those gel mats. Yeah, I should invest in that too. No, this bitch needs to go to jail.
Madeleine Shea Ryan, pictured, pleaded guilty to assaulting Jake Gould inside a nightclub last year. She was ordered to pay an $800 fine, as well as $500 compensation to her victim. Figure.
That's it. $1,300 bucks.
Button. Madeleine Shea Ryan, picture, and victim Jake Gould, pictured, was left with a severely bloodied and bruised face. But in court on Thursday, a judge decided not to convict his attacker, something he says is a double standard. Figure.
It is a double standard.
Victim, if I had defended myself in the slightest, I would have been attacked by other patrons in the club and arrested immediately, Mr. Gould said.
Yep, absolutely.
We have these strict one-punch laws, but she has walked away with the fine and has to pay me $500 compensation, but she hasn't even apologized. It's not about the money. I just think she should be held accountable for her actions, because if the shoe was on the other foot, I would have been locked up immediately.
Yep, you absolutely would have, and she needs to be locked up as well. None of this fucking fine bullshit. Oh, she's a nursing student. She's got her whole life ahead of her. Well, she shouldn't have fucking gotten so drunk. She didn't know what the fuck she was doing and punched somebody in the face repeatedly. Nope, you will spend likely between $1,200 And between 1,200 and 3,500 for a bed that you actually need. Being as you get older, it sucks. Ooh. Even if he hit back in self-defense, he would have gotten arrested. Yep. He sure would have.
Link. Sharer.p. Link. 16K. Shares.
Oh, that's the end of that article. Well, I ain't got a fucking beater car's worth of money to spend on a bed. I don't even have $600 to spend on a bed, but that's a little bit more doable. So that was that fun ass article about some bitch who got away with punching a guy repeatedly in the face. How lovely. How lovely of her. All right. Yeah, guys, I'm going to have to cut it short. This chair, while is awesome for my back, I just need to rest up and have something to eat, I think, and go take some ibuprofen because I'm hurting. So let's do 10 minutes of chat time because I don't want to just run away without giving you guys some chat time. So we'll go till 11:30, so I'm only cutting out half an hour. And then tomorrow we'll go the full 2 hours because it's the 100th stream and want to celebrate that. So, chat says go rest. Take care, BP. I will. Chat says go rest. Oh, okay then. Man, tomorrow will be busy. Yes, it will. So far, it looks like if Monkey's awake, he'll pop in. Bear is going to pop in. Irate Bear is going to pop in. Failure, I believe, is going to pop in. Irate Prostate is going to pop in. Scap is going to pop in. Prospero is going to pop in. I couldn't get AP because it's too early, which sucks because AP is awesome, people. I think Sinatra might, or Sinatra hasn't answered me yet, but I'm still waiting to see. Are you going to put the list up of the guests tomorrow? I want to make a thumbnail for you. I'm hoping to, yes, by the later today, to get a full concrete guest list and put up a tweet about that. My 100th stream, Tucker Tuesday and the State of the Union. I'll bug Sinatra for you. Thanks, Gunfox. What else do we have here? Yes, I definitely plan on having a list of the confirmed people. Ah, phone. What are you doing? Thank you. Even if it doesn't all pan out, I'm sure it will be great. Well, thanks, Hawksilk. I'm a news addict. Oh, you're at college tomorrow. You'll miss the stream. Well, that sucks. It'll be there for you on the replay, though. Discord, I don't tweet. Oh, yeah, I'll put it up in general as well. In the general Discord for the news, for the Blind Press's Nerd Sanctuary. I'll put it up in Discord. What should I have for lunch, guys? Maybe I should make myself a box of macaroni and cheese with extra cheese. I think I will make myself a box of macaroni and cheese with extra cheese. I won't eat macaroni and cheese without shredded cheese on it now. I'm a big snob. KD, yes. Steak. I don't have any steak defrosted. Chicken and potatoes. That's what we had for dinner last night at my grandma's. Yeah, I'm going to make some macaroni and cheese with extra cheese on for lunch, and then we're going to make homemade nachos for dinner with what my son Alex calls ground moo. Because that's what he calls ground beef. He calls it ground moo. It would make a vegan just foam at the mouth. Oh, Italian sausage and pasta sauce. Oh my God, yes. I need Italian sausage. I'm late. I had an interview. Oh, I hope your interview went well for you. I'm glad you could at least catch some of the stream. 60 cents of noodles, so I live off that. I'm doing a hamburger and fries. Yummy. On Saturday for my anniversary dinner, got myself a big freaking double original burger from Harvey's with a Swiss mushroom melt on it, with onions and lettuce, tomatoes, ketchup, and mustard. And then I got a poutine, which for my American people is cheesy fries. But so they have like real cheese curds, beef gravy, and nice thick cut fries. And I got a thing of onion rings too, because I was hungry. So good. I love food. Food is awesome. I forget what real food is. I need Italian sausage. That's what she said. Nice. I don't know. It's cheap. I'm poor. Yeah, ramen noodles are. You can get them for a pretty good price. Let's see here. Oh yeah. This next Trek stream is going to be on the 9th. We're going to be talking about the Equinox, which is episodes 26 and 1 of seasons 5 and 6 of Voyager. And that's this Saturday, the 9th, at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Pacific. You are more than welcome to come along and listen. If you have seen that episode, and you still want to be a guest, Mole, the door is always open since you didn't get a chance to come on. So yeah, let me know. And on that note, guys, I'm gonna go get myself some food, some ibuprofen, and more coffee, and take a bit of a rest. Sorry the stream's not 2 hours today, but I'm hurting. I hope you guys enjoyed what we did have, and please tune in tomorrow for the 100th stream. I'm really excited about it. I hope everyone had a great day and a great weekend. Thanks again for all the anniversary wishes. Pinkalo and I really appreciate them. I hope, like I said, that everyone has a safe day and a good day, and we'll see everybody tomorrow morning for the 100th coffee stream. Have an amazing day, guys.